I'm pumped about it. This is just about half of what we're planting. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Art of Creation Homestead. Again, my name is Jason. The lovely and genius kitchen talented Angela Kay is behind the camera. But,
hello.
But we're not ending the Homestead Kitchen Skills series. Okay, just beware. We are. Hey, it's getting close. Time to plant stuff. So we're going to be intertwining some other videos as well. We can't just do cooking videos all the time. We're more than just cooking channel. So we want to kind of get with it today. Give you a quick seed haul. Baker Creek seed haul. Seed haul. I'm running my words together. Baker Creek is one of the premier heirloom seed companies. It's rareseeds.com. That people buy their vegetable seeds from. We bought a lot from them for years. We actually thought we was going to buy less from them this year. I'm not sure that we did. But
I think we may have actually bought more.
Our effort was to streamline some things, and I don't know that was a successful effort. It was on some things, on a couple things it wasn't. But so we're going to go through anyways real fast and show you what seeds we've got from Baker Creek that we're going to be planting this year, and talk about at least one way that we're going to plant some things. Okay, so let's just get into it. One thing Baker Creek does is give you free seeds. So we also got some free packs in here too as well. But one of the things that honestly we knew we loved growing, but last year we had a very successful time growing them, and we're never going to be without growing these things again. It's carrots. We were really successful with New Carota carrots last year in the fall, growing them in grow bags, and these also Kyoto red carrots. We're very interested in them. We've grown them before, but we didn't grow them in the best way possible. These are actually more of a fall carrot. These can grow anytime because they are very heat tolerant. So carrots, we gotta be growing those two. And beets, we love beets. We love pickled beets. This Blue Ridge Hillbilly boy loves some pickled beets, so we gotta be growing Detroit dark red beets. There's no other reason to grow any other beet besides Detroit dark red. They grew wonderfully last year, even when we weren't feeling the best and couldn't take care of them, we couldn't harvest them when we felt like it. They were still there in the middle of July and still really good. So Detroit dark red beets are a must for us.
And they don't get that tough core.
They don't get tough and that weird, like woody type feel in there.
Yeah.
And the cucumber that we grow, honestly, it's the only cucumber that we grow, is Chicago pickling cucumber. We got 4 packs, some of those, or 5 packs. Some of those are from my mother-in-law, yes. And for succession plants and things of that nature. Chicago pickling cucumber is the best cucumber for fresh eating or for pickling, either one. One thing about these is we've always planted our cucumbers in the ground. Always have. We've been container gardening and in-ground gardening and all these other things the whole time we've been growing food. But we've always grown our cucumbers in the ground since we've lived at this property. In an effort to use our space more efficiently, we're going to be putting these in a Greenstalk this year. Okay, we're going to plant probably as much or more that we've ever planted, but we're going to plant them in a Greenstalk, so we're using less space. Now on that as well, we do want to let you know that Greenstalk is having a Valentine's Day sale, February 10th through the 15th. The Greenstalks are on sale. I don't know the exact price. I know the leaf planter, the Greenstalk leaf planter is the main focus of this sale. But I'm sure there are going to be other things on sale. I don't know what they are. I haven't seen that. But we are an affiliate with Greenstalk. So if you would like to buy a Greenstalk, you can use our promo code ART10 in the link below. So it's ART10 and use the link below as well. And you can get $10 off of your purchase of a Greenstalk. And last year when they hit it, once they got in the season, there was a huge demand for them and a huge wait on them. They actually ran out. So if you're thinking about investing in a Greenstalk, think about it now before everybody hits them. You know, so again, I know the leaf planters, that's the shorter ones that are really good for growing herbs and greens. I know that's the main focus of this sale, but I would say there's more than just that that's going to be on sale. We
actually have our strawberries planted in a leaf.
We do have our strawberries planted in a leaf planter. You're right. So we've got strawberries planted in a leaf planter. So it's only about this tall, 5 layers, about that tall, and it's wonderful. It's growing strawberries wonderfully. They did great last year. So think about that. Let's get on with the seeds, though. Okay, herbs. We have more than this bought. The rest of them are on their way. Angela had forgotten what all she needed, and so she had to make 2 separate purchases from Baker Creek. So here's basil that she bought, Genovese, and the, what is that called? Mamalo basil.
Yeah.
Is that like mammoth basil or something, or is it just different? How's that? What is that?
It's just a slow bolt.
It's just a slow bolt.
It's a slow bolt basil.
No, herbs are going to be very important to us. They always are, but even more so this year because my wonderful parents have bought us a dehydrator, and so we're going to be able to use all the herbs easily by just dehydrating what we have that needs to be harvested, no matter how much it is. We can just bring it in, dehydrate it, and we'll have it for use for months down the road. We always have to grow these. We've got a bunch. These are a must for us every year. Pink eye, purple hull, cowpeas. They're fabulous. They're wonderful. They're amazing. As you can tell, we love them.
They're probably one of our favorite things to grow.
It's one of the most amazing things ever. We buy extras of some things like that for the reasons of possible failures of the seeds. Not necessarily that the seeds are no good, but
roly-poly bugs.
Every year we plant those pink eye purple hulls in a certain spot in our garden, and every year the little roly-poly pill bugs, I don't know what you necessarily call them, what their technical name is, these little piece of junk bugs get in there and eat the seeds. Okay, they eat those dang seeds, and so we have to replant every year. So we try to fight it. There's nothing really we've done that's super successful besides putting diatomaceous earth on the ground that can help with it. So we buy extra seeds for that reason, because it's just going to happen. We know it's going to happen, and somehow or another we just keep doing it because we love those purple hull cowpeas so much. So then we got that watermelon, sugar baby bush watermelon. So
that's a bush variety.
It's bush variety. It's great for containers. One thing about what we do here is because we have such a small property. It's a total half acre, okay, is our property, but we only use the backyard, which is about, I don't know, we use about a third of an acre or a quarter of an acre, probably about a quarter of an acre then, I guess, because it's about half or less of our property that we use for food growing. So because we have so little space and we don't want to till up any more ground, we do still do a lot of container gardening, and this is great for containers, and so that's the purpose of that. Is if we can get some watermelons in a container, hey, we're going to do it. Peas, Tom Thumb peas. These are bush variety, Ange.
Yeah.
These are bush variety. Okay.
Well, they have very small vines, but they vine up each other.
It says they're also ideal for containers or window boxes, and so things of that nature. Again, another reason why we got this. We got something special lined up for these.
Definitely.
And peas, we love peas just in general. I mean,
this next one is the one I'm excited about having again.
By the way, Ohio, where we're at, is a really tough place to grow English peas or sweet peas because they don't like heat most of the time. So we can go from cold to hot really fast, or from hot to cold really fast, and so that they like cool weather. So we kind of lose seasons really fast for them. So we got to do some things. This next one, Angela K loves. I love them too. Magnolia blossom tendril peas. They're awesome. It's a snow pea, or what is it?
No, it's a sugar snap.
Sugar snap pea. That's what it was.
We grew them 2 years ago. I fell in love with them.
They're great.
Last year we didn't grow them, and I missed them.
And we missed them. We really did. Here's onto the flower portion of the program. All kinds of zinnias. I ain't gonna go through all that, but zinnias for us. Zinnias, cosmos for us and my mother-in-law. All cosmos. Just a lot of beautiful flowers that we're gonna be planting somewhere, somehow, some way. So a lot of those. Let's see. We got some peppers. We grow a lot of peppers here. Pepper is something we're trying to streamline. I'm not sure how successful we've been at streamlining those, but we grow in a variety of ways. We're trying to stick to green bells, red bells, orange bells, and a notapeno. Notapeno is something we've grown we grew in a container last year. grew a ton of jalapenos that have no heat. Heat does not like our stomachs, and so we don't deal with heat. We love the flavor of it, but it doesn't. I don't want to be in pain when I eat. So we have those. Jalapenos are great.
They did better in container.
They did great in container
than they did in the grow.
Ash Varsky is one of the most wonderful red peppers you can find. You don't get a ton of seeds for what you're getting for this packet, but you get enough. And so we plant probably 5 plants of those every year, 4 or 5.
5 usually.
5, and they're fabulous, and they're great for stuffing. Those are also a really good stuffing pepper.
They're so sweet.
They're so delicious. Ashe County pimento peppers. Now this pepper is great. It is rare. Rareseeds.com
we have done it before.
Is true on this. It is. First of all, it's very near and dear to my heart because Ashe County, North Carolina, is the county next to where I'm from, in northwest North Carolina. Okay, so if it says something of that nature, I'm gonna buy it no matter what. But it honestly is a delicious pimento pepper.
We've grown it before.
We have, and
then we couldn't find it anymore.
It's hard to find. It really is.
And then they got it back, and we are so glad.
And I'm so happy that they did. This orange bell, which is just basically called an orange bell, but it's my favorite. Fabulous pepper. It's an absolute wonderful pepper. And this one's canary bell pepper. We just need a good yellow pepper. And so there's that one. Squashes. We plant a lot of squashes, a lot of varieties of squashes. They're really underused. So one thing that we're not happy about is that Baker Creek did not have our favorite zucchini. What was it even called, Angela?
Costata Romanesco.
Romanesco. The Romanesco variety of zucchini. It's an Italian variety of zucchini. They did not have it this year. We did find it somewhere else, and it's on its way, or we have it.
We already have
it. Okay, so that's our favorite zucchini variety. It's not pictured here, right? But this is very near and dear to our heart. A green striped Cushall. Okay, it is a massive, massive squash. It's gourd like. It is not a gourd, folks.
Everyone thinks it's a gourd.
If you don't know what it is, you think it's a gourd. It's not a gourd. It is a pumpkin style squash, winter squash type thing. It is amazing. You can use it like pumpkin. You can use it like squash. You can use it. It's just fabulous. And it vines out about 30 feet or something. I don't know. It vines out forever. And you're going to get a couple of squashes on it that are like this big with a big, massive neck. They're huge. They're awesome. They
make wonderful pies.
They make wonderful pies out of it. It's a classic Appalachian food fare, I guess you should say. And it's amazing. And that's something we do like to do, is to grow classic mountain foods because they were good. They were good. They were just where, and Appalachia is very near and dear to both of our hearts, just because Angela's mom was from Appalachia and I'm from Appalachia, and so we're going to grow Appalachian style food sometimes. This one right here, it's a big old long word. See that? Zucchino rampicante.
But it's also called tromboncina.
Tromboncina is also what it's called. It is a big, massive squash that grows in, I don't know, like a hook shape.
It's a vining zucchini.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's awesome. It's unique, and it's delicious. So that's very important to us as well. You gotta grow food that you like to eat. If you don't know what you like to eat, okay, experiment a little bit. But you have to grow things that you like to eat. You know, it's fun to grow food and unique food. But if it sucks and it's terrible tasting, then don't grow it. But if you like it, grow it. Pretty simple. This zucchini, gray zucchini, it is a delicious zucchini. It's just not my favorite. Early prolific straight neck squash. These are fabulous. These have been the best yellow squash, best summer squash for taste and for productivity that we've found, and we've figured out a better way of planting them. And I think in the last couple of years, and really truly, we're getting really good at how these are going, and they're heavy producers. Prolific is correct. Something we have not grown before, but we are super interested in it, is this. It's starting to get a little cult following, I think. Yeah. People are loving it. It's a honey nut squash. It's like a butternut, but it's like a sweeter variety, if I'm not mistaken. It's small.
Yes.
It's very small. It's like personal sized. So it's like a mini butternut squash. I think that's what they're saying. So that is something we're super excited about. And there's a Burpee's bush butternut squash. So I'm assuming it's a bush variety.
Yes.
Dwarf super early. Okay, so it's a dwarf.
You can even do it in containers.
Oh, even better. Okay, so we're gonna do that. And what was this, Ange? Help me out.
That is a new.
Oh, it's a bush type. I see that.
Yes, it is a new type of zucchini that Baker Creek has this year. It's an Italian variety.
Very fast, 45 to 55 days.
Very quick.
Nice.
The minute I saw it, I wanted it. Yeah. They were sold out the first order we did.
Good for zoodles.
And then I saw it that they finally had it back in, and awesome. I jumped on it.
That sounds really good. I'm excited about those. Our free seeds that we got some free seeds, couple packs of these little yellow carrots, Uzbek golden carrots. We probably will plant those somewhere or another. Merlot lettuce, that's actually a really good lettuce. And
it's my favorite, one of my favorite.
It's a really good lettuce. And this right here is something they sent us for free that we will not be planting because the description says blazing hot, blunt little 3.5-inch fruits ripened to brilliant orange yellow. Vicious heat. Okay? Vicious heat, blazing hot. My brother, on the other hand, is a sucker for being in pain when he eats, and he loves hot food. So I texted him and said, hey, bud, they sent us this pepper. I'm not planting it. It says vicious heat. Do you want it? He said, sure, I'll take it. So this is going out to Eastern North Carolina. And he will enjoy himself, I hope. Now, finally, the tomatoes, the last thing we've got here. Things we haven't grown before. Amish paste, a beautiful tomato. It may be a little prone to disease, but it's worth the effort to grow those. Classic beefsteak, it is what it is. It's a classic tomato. Classic beefsteak tomato, great flavor, great canner, good producer. It's fairly disease resistant. Bonnie Best, great producer, great canner, very disease resistant, and it's always done well for us, always. Abe Lincoln, I love them. Is this the big one? Is this the big Abe Lincoln? Yes, that's the big. This right here, this is the old. There's two different varieties of Abe Lincoln tomatoes. This one is the original variety that is disease prone, but it can produce like 2-pound tomatoes or bigger.
We have grown massive.
We've grown huge tomatoes with it, and so that's why we're always going to plant that. Carbon tomato, super disease resistant, heirloom tomato. That's a great producer. It's a purplish black tomato that honestly is fabulous. It's a must in our garden because it helps break disease from spreading across to other plants.
And it's so sweet and so meaty.
There's more Bonnie Best, Dr. White Cheese. We want to have a good yellow tomato. Gets to be a nice big tomato. We haven't grown it before.
We've always wanted
to, but we just haven't. And people love it. Tomato lovers love it, so we're going to try it. Black strawberry we have not grown before. It just sounds good. 60 days, so it's very fast. We plant a ton of tomatoes, and we're going to plant more tomatoes this year than we ever have in different varieties and different methods. And so you're going to want to tune in for that because we got this right here, a purple rain tomato. It's a compact 3-foot tall tomato that is going to also be a beefsteak style tomato. So it's going to be short and compact, but produce a nice sized tomato. And we're going to be doing something awesome with these. And so you're going to want to hang on, tune in if you want to see how things grow, see how much we can grow in our small space. I'm pumped about it. This is just about half of what we're planting probably.
We will be doing more seed haul videos.
There will be more seed haul videos to come. We thank you guys so much. Again, hey, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Keep coming back. See what we can do. See how much we can grow on a small space. We love growing. It's a life God intended for us to live, and we're happy to do it, and we're happy to share our experiences with you and encourage you to get out there in God's creation and grow your own food as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. We do appreciate it. This is our Christian Homestead. We love you guys. God bless you, and goodbye.